Umar Ganduje, national chairman of the All Progressives Congress. Like I said, I wonder, this looks very blanket to me. And again, it wasn't even done at the party secretariat. They took it right to Mr. President at the villa.
Yes,
at the State House in Abuja. So I'm just wondering, but the days ahead will tell if this indeed has gone down well with the entire party structure.
Yes. And of course, talking about the one-party system that people are having fairs, the president has dismissed the one-party state fairs, and he said those thinking that the gate of defections of high-profile opposition figures into the ruling All Progressives Congress APC will turn Nigeria into a one-party state are living with the fear of the armless President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, he told Nigerians yesterday. And dismissing the fears, the president described the defections as reflection of the people's democratic choices and aspirations. He spoke at the APC National Summit held at the State House Conference Center in Abuja. Yes, it was actually held at the State House Conference Center. Well, instead of maybe the party secretariat or somewhere else in Abuja. And now, acknowledging that times are hard, the Senate President said Akpabio, he predicted a better tomorrow for the country under President Tinubu. That is, he is also endorsing the, adoption of President Bola Tinubu.
Oh, are you surprised, member? Who else would you have him adopt as his own candidate? Well, I agree with Mr. President. The apprehension being voiced by the leadership of the opposition party over the possibility of Nigeria sliding into a one-party system is absolutely unnecessary. They should keep their own house in order. If it had been the other way around, people who are defecting from the ruling party into the PDP, would they have expressed that fear that Nigeria may become a one-party state? It's very convenient for them to be voicing this apprehension now. They are busy fighting themselves while the APC is busy doing the harvest.
Strategizing.
And gathering the harvest and then bringing in their choice members into its own fold. And then the president says he's expecting more defections into the ruling party. And
they have emphasized that there should be, they should let the message get to the grassroots, so that those at the grassroots will know what is happening in the APC and what has been, what the party members have done, talking about giving President Tinubu a nod to go ahead to, contest the elections in 2027, the presidential elections. The speaker emphasized the importance of grassroots engagement and mobilization that is ahead of the 2027 elections, like I said.
And we're still on politics. The Patriots National Constitution Summit. Southwest delegates, others converge on Lagos. The Patriots trying to have a summit on national constitution. I would say that the gathering has begun in Lagos. And well, they've been talking about that for quite some time, and the need to touch the 1999 constitution, which many Nigerians believe is faulty and is at the root of our problems. Ahead of the proposed national political summit on a new constitution for Nigeria, eminent Yoruba leaders and various interest groups from the southwest geopolitical zone converged on Lagos on Thursday for a town hall meeting. They met at Odua House around Tony Street in Ikeja. In attendance were members of the Patriots Southwest who convened the meeting. They included Mogaji Boyega Adejumo, who is the chairman of the Advocacy and Mobilization Committee of the group in the Southwest, Professor Anthony Killer, the National Chairman of Strategy, Advocacy and Mobilization Committee of the group. And then, quite a long list here of eminent Nigerians who have already started gathering in Lagos. And then they were there for a town hall meeting yesterday, and there's a platform to harmonize the Southwest contributions and demands regarding the proposed new constitution.
Well, that's good. Proposed new constitution. We hope it will eventually, come about. This one is still undergoing amendments. The 1999 constitution. Yes, we hope another constitution, a new constitution will work after maybe submitting their proposal, or their what do I call it? Their conditions and their what they came out with, to the National Assembly, and they know that something will just come out of this summit.
Well, I don't know which one we need most at the moment, a new constitution or restructuring. But I am, first and foremost, I am for restructuring of our minds as Nigerians. We need to rebrand our minds. We need to reset our minds. First and foremost, see ourselves as Nigerians, and again, see ourselves as one united country. And before we can begin to talk about a new constitution, or even before we can begin to talk about restructuring, because even at the sub-national levels, if we still don't see ourselves as one, if in the Southwest, one part of the Southwest still thinks that it deserves more than the other, so even if we restructure, we'll still have that problem within the individual ethnic nationalities. So, like I said, let's start the rebranding of our mother. I don't know how that is going to be. I don't know whether through the relevant agencies of government, e.g. the National Orientation Agency, and also through the grassroots leaders, the traditional rulers, the religious leaders. So I do not know how it's going to be, like I said, but I'm scared that we do not place the cart before the horse.
That is exactly what is on ground. Yeah, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged African countries to unlock new pathways for youths by reforming higher education to be more entrepreneurial and relevant to the fast-changing dynamics of the 21st century. Delivering a keynote address yesterday at the launch of the Center for African Social and Economic Transformation, CASET, at the University of West England, Bristol, Sanwo-Olu said a bold transformation of the educational landscape was needed to harness the continent's vast youthful potentials. Well, that is coming from Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, and he's giving telling us how to, also rebrand our education system for youths to be, gainfully employed after after leaving school.
And that's key. Education, which must also encourage entrepreneurial skill, vocational skills, acquisition. That was the purpose of 6334.
Yes,
started by the then Education Minister, Professor Babs Fafunwa, and under the Babangida regime. But then the purpose of 6334, still hasn't been achieved in terms of entrepreneurial skill and vocational skills acquisition, and which some of the things that drive modern economies in today's global environment. So part of the reforms that Governor Sanwo-Olu is calling for should also involve that, side by side the very conventional and formal education. On economy, President Tinubu inaugurates NNPC board, tax members with boosting oil output. In the meantime, the Dangote refinery reduces petrol price again by 15 naira. And looks like the Dangote refinery is giving the NNPCL quite a run. I hope we will again see the effect of that on the cost of goods and services. After all, that is the whole purpose. And Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has announced another reduction of 15 naira in the price of its high-quality premium motor spirit, PMS. As a result of this reduction, Nigerians will now purchase the product at the following prices: 875 naira per litre in Lagos, 885 naira per litre in the southwest, 895 naira per litre in the northwest and north central, while it will be sold for 905 naira per litre in the southeast, south, and the northeast. These prices will apply through all its partners, including MRS, AP Adoba, Hayden, Optima Energy, Techno Oil, and Hyde. The refinery called on other marketers to join its expanding network of partners, thereby demonstrating their support for President Tinubu's Nigeria First policy, which advocates for the prioritization of locally produced goods and services. Now, I wonder why the disparity in prices between the regions, especially.
I've been wondering about that too a long time ago. Yes, the northwest, northeast, they'll have different prices. The east, they have different prices. We at the southwest will have different prices. Even southwest, Lagos, too, different prices from other southwest states. So I really don't understand.
And Dangote Petroleum Refinery recently assured Nigerians of price stability despite fluctuations in global crude. Those who control the oil importation cartels, I wonder why are they not fighting back? And even the foreign interest that oversee this.
Who was represented by Senator Jimoh Ibrahim stated at the executive session of the African Parliament in Casablanca. He also said that President Tinubu would soon review all abandoned projects in the country. And Akpabio said the gas project is said to have a capacity of 30 billion cubic meters of natural gas per year and a length of 5,660 kilometers. And he noted that the pipeline would traverse 13 African countries, including Nigeria, Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Senegal, Mauritania, and Morocco, all with a central gas supply from Nigeria.
All right, we'll believe it, we'll feel it, we'll savor it when we see it.
Yes, that is just it.
CBN's retention of 27.5% MPR disappointing, but logical, says Nasima chairman. And federal government to inaugurate textile clusters in Lagos, agro-processing hubs in Kano. And I also have this one, coming from Ilesha in Osun State. Adeshui Astrop's coronation as Owo Bokun of Ijesha land holds today. Well, quite an epoch-making event about to unfold in Osun State, Ilesha, today. And federal government files criminal charges against Natasha Akpoti over assassination allegation. So goes on and on, a running battle, not just with the Senate President, but also with the federal government. The federal government has filed a 3-count charge against the suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, over statements she allegedly made on a national television alleging a plot to assassinate her. One of the charges is linked to the allegations Akpoti Uduaghan made during a live broadcast on Channel's television Politics Today, aired on April 3, 2025, wherein she accused Senate President Godswill Akpabio and former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello of plotting to assassinate her. In the charge filed on May 16 and cited by newsmen in Abuja, the federal government is the complainant in the case filed before the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, while Senator Akpoti Uduaghan is the sole defendant. The federal government accused the senator of making imputation, knowing or having. I don't know, but the federal government, before filing this charge against Senator Natasha Akpoti, have they investigated allegations? Well, I'm not saying the allegations are true or not true, but naturally one would expect her to be first of all invited for her to substantiate her allegations. Yes. Maybe this has been done, and the federal government has found out that these were just spurious allegations, hence the charges they are making against her. But as an ordinary Nigerian, I want to believe that is what should have come first. That invite her, tell her to substantiate her allegations and why she thinks that these two gentlemen who want to kill her want her dead, and give reason why she thinks they want her dead.
It's because of what is on ground. I'm sure of that. What has been transpiring all this while. Now, there is a claim by Zulum Air, that is the governor of Borno State. It says politicians and military are Boko Haram informants. Yes, he's claiming that politicians and the military are giving Boko Haram and other criminals in the bushes some information about what is going on and how they will make their operations. The governor of Borno State, Babagana Zulum, has alleged that some Nigerian politicians and military personnel are among those leaking information to Boko Haram. Zulum said this in an interview on national television on Wednesday. But the governor, who said insurgency could be conquered in 6 months, assured his administration will continue to strengthen intelligence to deal with the situation. And he said, we have informants and collaborators within the Nigerian armed forces
ruthlessly, because they are not just troubling the state, they are troubling Nigeria. Regarding the obvious, is saying exactly what we need to do, which we have been saying repeatedly on this platform, plus the political will to end this once and for all. Meanwhile, suspected herders have killed 2 soldiers, others in Benue renewed attack. Now, you notice there's hardly a day in recent times that you not open the papers and see an attack, especially in Benue State.
Benue State.
Let's have this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Mom's love is pure. It flows, no, she does. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's yummy fries cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra Oil, tasty. Golden Terra Oil, nourishing. Golden Terra Oil, Golden Terra soya oil. Golden Terra Oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra Oil, pour pure love.
I am malaria, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple, to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on, come on, come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on, malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, to those who are not afraid to explore endless opportunities. No matter what your dreams are, you can achieve it. And Top Tea will be with you every step of the way. Start your day with a flavorful cup of Top Tea. You are made for more. Find your inspiration. Top Tea, big round bags of flavor.
Good tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
Right, we're back, and the program is still Conversation, and it's good to know you are still there. Tinubu 6 National Assembly's approval of 1.481 trillion 2025 Rivers budget. Well, you know, the Rivers State does it have a House of Assembly as we speak.
Yes.
So it means it's up to Mr. President to seek the approval of the National Assembly on their behalf for the approval of the budget, 1.481 trillion naira, and then controversial River State.
Yes.
President Bola Tinubu has requested the National Assembly to approve 1.4 trillion naira as the budget of Rivers State for 2025. In separate letters he wrote to the Senate and the House of Representatives on Thursday, he explained that the move was in furtherance of the nullification of the state's budget by the Supreme Court. The letter to the Senate was read by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, while Tajuddin Abbas read out that of the House of Representatives during plenary. And a breakdown of the proposed budget showed that the sum of 324 billion naira was proposed for infrastructure for both ongoing and new projects. Well, recall that the Supreme Court annulled the initial budget because it was they said it was illegally passed, and then by four members of the of Police Johnson Adenola at a press conference jointly addressed by the Commissioner